And good afternoon and welcome to Tyler, Texas. Doubleheader day at the ballpark as the Tyler Junior College Apaches will take on the TCS Post Grad Axemen. I'm not sure if that's an official mascot or not, but that's what the coach told me. So we'll go with that today. 2 sevens today at the ballpark. The Apaches, their last dress rehearsal, if you will, before the Coastal Bend series that starts this next Wednesday. So we'll talk about that as the broadcast progresses. This is Dr. John Groth on the pregame show. I had a chance to talk to the head coach for the TCS Post Grad Axemen. That would be Jeff Robinson. And let's hear what Coach Robinson had to say a few minutes ago down in front of the dugout for the Axemen. On the field here pregame with head coach Jeff Robinson in his 4th year with the Axemen.
That's right. That's right.
TCS Post Grad. Talk to our folks a little bit about, you're a unique situation. I do a lot of pregame interviews with other junior college coaches. You're uniquely qualified. Spent some time at Cisco and Ranger as a coach. Talk about what TCS is and what your goal is with these young men.
So the short version here is guys are here to develop. There's a lot of different reasons that guys end up here, whether it be from injury or maybe they just need another year to develop, to step in and compete right away. But there's several different reasons they show up. But across the board, we're here to develop guys and help them move on to where they deserve to be or where they're going to have the best opportunity to be successful. And again, that can be for academic reasons or injury reasons or just on the field stuff. So,
and hopefully set the table for them to go on to that next level. And so it's interesting this year, you just pointed out a moment ago to me that there's a number of guys, probably as many as you've ever sent, coming to the Apache program. Talk about what that's like.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously we've had some guys come here in the past, and I think Doug's been happy with some of the products that he's been able to run out on the field, whether it be their freshman or sophomore year here. I think we've built some trust between us to where he understands that we're trying to build guys on the field, off the field the right way, and once they come in here, hopefully I think he has the opinion that maybe they're able to come in and contribute to him winning a few ball games and be good guys off the field and in the classroom as well. So,
all right, so Taylor Broadway is one of your poster childs. He's at Ole Miss right now. What a good career he had for the Apaches, and he got his start with you guys, right?
Yes, sir. Honestly, I can't take any credit for that. Our recruiting coordinator now, Justin Braddock, found that guy at a tryout and I saw something in him, and he showed up, and dadgum, he was right. That guy was really good for us and obviously really good here in this uniform. And, you know, he's having an opportunity right now to pitch in the SEC. And, a lot of guys would do anything for that opportunity, so I'm proud of him. So
you guys are winding things down here, a little more than a week left or maybe a couple weeks at the most. What's going to happen with TCS? You guys shift gears a bit once the games are done? Tell me what's next for you guys after the games are done.
Right. Obviously, we're not in a conference, so we wind games down about usually somewhere around the 20th to 25th of April every year.
Right.
And it also allows us to help these guys make sure they get on the right campus for visits. We do another workout for these guys that are unsigned. And it allows these guys to really focus on recruiting and nail that down when everybody else is kind of focusing on making a push for that conference or regional tournament.
Right.
These guys kind of shift gears and really focus on the recruiting stuff and making sure they've got everything in order for next year.
Well, thanks for what you're doing with these guys. I know that you're allowing a lot of them to pursue the dream that maybe didn't go the way they wanted to, but yet can still turn out in a very positive way. So, Jeff, thanks for your investment in these guys. I know you're doing the same thing that any other college coach is doing. It's just you're doing it in a slightly different way, in a different place. So I know these guys may or may not appreciate that now, but many of them will look back and really appreciate their experiences, man. Beautiful day today on a Palm Sunday, sun shining, the birds are singing, the bats are jumping in the rack, so let's play a couple of ball games.
Hey, I'm ready to get after it. You couldn't ask for a better environment down here. With 65 degrees, light wind. Hey, you got the Masters going on the radio. Let's go find out. Should be a good time. Always enjoy coming down here and competing with these guys. They do it the right way. So
thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
right, we're ready to play baseball here. Beautiful day here in Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. And appreciate the time that Jeff Robinson gave me a few minutes ago. Ran out of time for Coach Wren to speak today, so apologize for not getting him on today, but did have a chance to talk to both he and Coach Rupenthal around the batting cage before the ball game, so we'll interject some of those remarks as we go. The TCS Post Grad Axemen. Here's the lineup that Coach Jeff Robinson has put down today. Leading off is the center fielder, Trey Thomas. Batting second is the right fielder, Nick Ellington. Batting third is the second baseman, Alec Williams. Batting cleanup, first baseman, Brad Halleck. Batting fifth, the catcher, James Starnes. Batting sixth, DH, Warren Salmons. Batting seventh, third baseman, Michael Villalon. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Lupe Puentes. And batting ninth for the Axemen, shortstop, Tyler Lindweber. On the mound for the TCS Post Grads, Matthew Walters, young man from Kaufman. Defensively for the Apaches, they come into this ball game 32-9 on the season. And they are led by 10th-year head coach Doug Wren. Here's the lineup that Coach Wren has put out there. Defensively, Heath Hood in left, Jacob Johnson in center field. Ben Zagelski gets the nod in right field today in Game 1. Doubleheader day here, so we'll play 2 sevens, a little different format than normal. Around the infield, Ty Meisner at third, Jacoby Bogue at short, Eric Owen at second, Miguel Vega at first, Cade Watson behind the plate, and on the mound for the Apaches, right-handed sophomore from Bullard, Texas, 6'1" and 170, Peyton Miller. Miller gets the start here in Game 1. Peyton Miller is 3-1 on the season with a 1.38 ERA, 11 games under his belt so far, 3 of them as a starter. He does have 2 saves, does Miller. 26 innings pitched, 42 strikeouts, just 8 walks for the sophomore from Bullard, Texas, Peyton Miller. More moments from first pitch. 3-man umpiring crew. Game time temperature 59 degrees. Boy, that wet weather has moved through. We had some really volatile storms come through yesterday. Lots of tornado warnings. And I'm sure we'll find out in the ensuing days whether they're actual tornadoes or not. A lot of straight line winds and a lot of damage down in the Alto area, which is, 40 minutes south of Tyler. And we had some lots of limbs down in the area. And thankfully, I haven't heard any reports of injuries, so that's the good news. But that front has moved through, and it's a beautiful day here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Mike Carter Field. Peyton Miller, first pitch of the day, in there, strike one. We're at, I got 12:59, so just a hair early. Glad you're with us on this beautiful Palm Sunday. This is Trey Thomas, and Mr. Thomas is going to be playing here next year. Next pitch fouled off. These TCS Post Grad have 14 young men on this roster that have committed to the next level of baseball. They're kind of an in-between spot between high school and either junior college or four-year university. And so Mr. Thomas is one of those guys. He's headed to TJC from Arlington, Texas. Look out. Did that hit him or did it hit the bat? Ball trickled off toward the dugout, and he's limping. I don't know if it maybe hit the bat and then hit his leg. Well, they're going to talk. I think the home plate umpire did not. He couldn't tell. He thought it went off the bat and then maybe went off the Thomas's leg. Thomas definitely got hit in the leg. He's limping around. And the field umpires are going to have to give some advice here. I mean, if it went off his bat first, then it's a foul ball. And going off his leg is a byproduct of the foul ball. So they're gonna stay with a foul ball. Home plate umpire, evidently it went right off maybe the end of his bat and then ricocheted down to his leg. So he's okay. He's going to stay in the game. Thomas, the center fielder. Went to Mansfield Timberview High School. Ground ball, first base. This is Vega. Comes in and gets the short hop, and boy, he had to do a U-turn, and he did it. Back to first base. 3U if you're scoring at the house, and there's 1 out in the books.
Right fielder, number 21.
Here's Nick Ellington, right fielder. Ellington, a 2018 graduate from Mansfield High School. Facing Peyton Miller. First pitch misses, ball 1. Peyton Miller 3-1 on the year with a 1.38 ERA. This is his 12th appearance and his 4th start. Does have a couple of saves. Next pitch is going to miss, 2-0. 1 out, nobody aboard. Just getting started here. Tyler, Texas. We're in the Rose City Complex here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Mike Carter Field. Pitch is in there, and it's 2-1. We're directly adjacent to Rose Football Stadium, Tyler Rose Garden, and Harvey Convention Center, as well as the East Texas Fairgrounds. 2-1 pitch off the plate, 3-1. The Apaches wearing their pinstripes today, got the black ball caps and the black stirrups. And the TCS Post Grad Axemen got the blue tops with the gray pants, got some black trim around the uniform. And there's ball 4. There goes the perfect game.
Now batting, second baseman.
First walk for Peyton Miller. And here is the second baseman, Alec Williams. Alec Williams is also a Tyler Junior College commit, so he'll be playing out here in the black and gold next year. He's from Huntsville High School in Huntsville, Texas. Well hit center field. That's right at Johnson, though, and he'll gather that one in for out number 2. Well hit ball by Williams.
Now batting, first baseman, number 53, Brad Halleck.
Here's Brad Halleck, first baseman. And Brad Halleck from Louisville, Texas, went to Hebron High School. So there's 2 outs and 1 aboard for the first baseman, Halleck. Miller from the stretch. The pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Well, instead of the normal pregame music today during batting practice, we had the Masters on. Tiger Woods starting to sneak away here, 14 under through 16. So he's got 2 holes to go and a 2-shot lead. So it looks like the Sunday Red has treated him well. One ball and 1 strike to Brad Halleck. Miller from the stretch. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. It's 1-2. Of course, these are the last games before the Apaches will play the Coastal Bend Cougars. And we've been waiting for that series all season long, and it's finally here on the doorstep of Region 14 ball games against the Cougars. We'll talk about how they're faring so far as the broadcast develops. Swing and a miss. And first strikeout of the day for Peyton Miller. And that'll do it for the Axemen here in inning number 1. We'll keep it right here and go through the starting lineup for the Apaches, the batting lineup. But for the Axemen, they do get a runner on, and they leave him. And we're still scoreless after 1/2 inning. For the Tyler Junior College Apaches, here's the batting lineup that Coach Wren in his 10th year has put down. Leading off is the center fielder, Jacob Johnson. Batting second, the third baseman, Ty Meisner. Batting third is the second baseman, Eric Owen. Batting cleanup for the Apaches is first baseman, Miguel Vega. Batting fifth is the left fielder, Heath Hood. Batting sixth for the Apaches, designated hitter Jason Ballou. Batting seventh, right fielder Ben Zagelski. Batting eighth, the catcher Cade Watson. And batting ninth for the Tyler Junior College Apaches, shortstop Jacoby Pogue. Defensively for the Axemen from TCS Post Grad, Lupe Puentes in left, Trey Thomas in center, Nick Ellington in right, Michael Villalon is at third, Tyler Linweber at short, Alec Williams at second, Brad Halleck at first, James Starnes behind the plate on the mound, left-handed pitcher from Kaufman, 5'11" and 225, Matthew Walters. For Walters, it's his outing number 9 of the season. He has started, this would be start number 6. 24 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, and 24 walks. For the 2017 graduate from Kaufman, Matthew Walters. And stepping in for the Apaches, center fielder Jacob Johnson.
Now batting, center fielder, number 20, Jacob Johnson.
And looking down this lineup, and Johnson might be the only lefty in the starting 9 today. And here's the windup and the pitch. Catches the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Swing and a pop-up left side, going to drift out of play into the grassy area down by the TCS bullpen. TCS in the third base dugout, as the visitors always are here at the ballpark. Apache's in the first base dugout. Kind of not a lot of foul territory here at Mike Carter. Pop-up, and boy, running in to make the catch. I like to see it. Matthew Walters coming off the bump. A lot of times pitchers stand around and act like someone else is supposed to make the play, and not Walters. He came in and made the grab. So a good hustle by the left-hander from Kaufman. And stepping in is Ty Meisner. First pitch to Meisner, way high and away, ball 1. Meisner, the sophomore from Hallsville. 1-0 pitch. Boy, just missed off the plate. Not much. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 7-inning games today. A little different format. TCS has just a couple of ball games left and their season will be over. High pop-up, shallow left field. Linweber drifts back and makes the grab for out number 2. Boy, one of the things you don't like seeing there is a back pedal. And Linweber, the shortstop, also an Apache signee. He's from Conroe, playing shortstop for TCS today. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Eric Owen for the first time today. Owen, an infielder, sophomore from White Oak. Facing the left-handed 2017 graduate, Matthew Walters. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Two outs, the 1-0 pitch. And Hopper that gets through the infield. And Michael Villalon, I don't know, I'm going to give him a single, but the play that Villalon probably makes most of the time, but it hopped over his glove, so it was to his left. Had to take a half step to his left, but I think the pace of that ball kind of deceived Villalon, and Owen is aboard with 2 outs, so you're probably going to see Owen perhaps try to steal here. Here is Miguel Vega, first time today, playing first base. First pitch in there, strike 1, fastball in the outside half. Walters in 24 innings this season, 26 strikeouts and 24 walks. So you like the strikeout numbers, you probably would like to see those walk numbers a little lower. Left-hander from Kaufman. From the stretch, the 0-1 pitch, low. Good block there by James Starnes. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful day here at the ballpark. Game time temperature 59 degrees. That dry air in behind that front that moved through yesterday. And boy, during batting practice, that wind was kicking up straight out to right and right center. Ball will travel today if it gets up in the air. Don't have a lot of days like this out here, but today that wind, especially the lefties, but everything that gets up in the air today is going to get a little push. 2 balls and a strike with 2 away. Walters set the pitch in the dirt. There goes Owen, throw to second, not in time. So a stolen base for Eric Owen. And for Eric, that's stolen base number 26 of the year. That leads the club by a pretty good margin. Next in line there is Cade Watson, your catcher, with 11, and Jacob Johnson also has 11. 3-1. Fouled off to the right side, and it's a full count now on the Apache first baseman, Miguel Vega. Vega, the freshman from Brook Hill, right here in Tyler, just south of Tyler. Actually, Brook Hill's in Bullard. Here's the payoff pitch. And outside, ball 4. So Vega, a 2-out walk, will put runners at first and second. Here's Heath Hood for the first time. Hood, the freshman out of White Oak. Steps in for the first time against Matthew Walters. From the stretch, Walters, the pitch. Misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Still scoreless, bottom of inning number 1. Just getting started. 2 sevens here at the ballpark today. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball, right field, and that's going to get out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walters, very deliberate here. 1-1 pitch. And a fastball gets away from him. 2 balls and a strike. Well, it looks like old Tiger Woods is up 2 with 1 to go. And I would think that barring a major collapse on the 18th hole, he is in line to win his next major tournament. It's been a while. Fouled off, and it's 2-2 on Heath Hood. Boy, it's taken a while here. I don't know if it's the signal system or what, but Matthew Walters taking a lot of time between pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Missed inside, and it's another full count now. Back-to-back batters for Walters to run the count to 3-2. If Heath Hood should reach, it's Jason Ballou next. Walters has the sign. Runners will be off with the pitch here. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out of play to the right side. We'll do it again. That wind, Mel, when it picks up, it really... We got pennants on both sides of this ballpark. And a flag in right field. And sometimes when the wind's blowing from the south or from the east, that flag will just hang limp because it's blocked by the trees. Today, that wind's coming straight from behind us, and it's blowing that flag and right is showing you that the wind is blowing straight out that direction. Fly ball right field coming in is Ellington and makes a nice sliding catch for out number 3. So the Apaches get a couple guys on but can't get anybody across. And we'll head to inning number 2. Still scoreless. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Five, 6, and 7 for the Axemen from TCS Post Grad. This is James Starnes, the catcher. Peyton Miller back on the mound. Line shot, foul down the first base side. 0-1. Starnes, an 2018 grad from Spring, Texas, Oak Ridge High School. Left-handed batter. Here's the 0-1. Outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Way inside, almost got him. Starnes hops out of the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peyton Miller, his 12th appearance, but just his 4th start of the year. A couple of saves early in the year as he closed out some ball games for the Apaches. 1-2 delivery off the plate, and we're even at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Misses high, and that's a full count on catcher James Starnes. DH Warren Sammons would be next for the TCS Post Grad Axemen. Here's the payoff pitch. Pop up out of play, off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that's ball 4 that gets away. Starnes on with the leadoff walk here. Second walk of the ball game for Peyton Miller. Talked to Coach Rippenthal before the game. He thought Peyton would throw a couple innings. A little Johnny Holstaff approach today for the Apache pitching staff. Awful lot of guys going to see action in these 14 innings. Well, looks like Tiger Woods bit of trouble here at the 18th around the green. He's still not on the green. A little work to do. Got to get up and down here without losing a couple of strokes. Warren Sammons is the DH for the Axemen. 0-1. Ball's looped into left field and falls in. There goes the no-hitter. So 2 on and nobody out. A leadoff walk to Starnes, and now a single to left by Sammons. Here's the third baseman, Michael Villalon. Villalon, a 2017 grad of Cy Creek. Actually attended Alvin Community College for a while out of Houston. So Villalon with 2 on and nobody out. Miller from the set position. The pitch. Ground ball through the hole, base hit. Runner's going to be set. No, he's going to be held. Coach Robinson for a moment had that right arm wheeling, but then he thought differently and held Starnes at third. So the bases are loaded with no one out. Here's Lupe Puentes. So Puentes with an opportunity here to give the Axemen an early lead. We're in the second inning. We're at the 8th spot in the lineup for TCS. Miller now from the windup. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Puentes, a 2018 grad of Kerman High School in Kerman, California. Got a couple of guys from California on the roster for TCS. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. High and tight, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, bases loaded. Miller from the windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Well, that video froze. It looks like Tiger's mother's happy and must be on the green. One-two pitch from Peyton Miller. Popped out of play. We'll do it again. Axemen with 2 base hits here in the inning. We're at the 8th spot, so it would be Tyler Linweber on deck. He's an Apaches commit. Be back out here at Mike Carter next year. Here's the next 2-2. Strike 3 called. He froze him. Breaking pitch. Second strikeout for Peyton Miller, and that's the first out of the inning. Now you got to go to work here. Looking for that ground ball. Tyler Linweber, a 2018 graduate of Conroe High School, and he will be in the black and gold next year. TCS Post Grad, in between Post High School Academy. Check swing, thought he might have gone. I'm not going to check it here. 3-man umpiring crew, you got another set of eyes out there, but evidently don't want to check it, so it's ball 1. Base is still loaded with 1 out. Best chance for either squad so far to score. Miller from the windup. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Look out, high and tight. I've seen Peyton a little sharper than he is today. Already got 2 walks and 1 1/3. Got a couple of strikeouts to go with those walks. Just hasn't been quite as sharp today. We've seen him in recent outings. Here's the 1-1 off the plate, 2-1. I think I've discovered the problem for Miller right now. It's his stirrups are out of his shoes right now. He's got both stirrups out of the shoes. 2 balls and a strike. 1 away, bases loaded. The pitch in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That wind continues to blow consistently 14. I think we've got gusts that are higher than that. I believe we're going to see gusts close to 20 today. That flag is straight out. 3-2 pitch. Little chopper to third, and you got to go to first to get an out, and you do. So Meisner had a thought of coming home, but that was so high, and the runner at third base is James Starnes. Got a good jump. That'll be an RBI fielder's choice for Lindweber. He'll get an RBI, and that'll be the second out of the inning. The other runners advance as well, so it's 1-0 TCS. Back to the top of the lineup. Trey Thomas steps in. Swing and a miss. Big hack right there by the center fielder Trey Thomas. He grounded out to first base his first time up. Outside corner, called a strike. It's 0-2. Trey Thomas, 182 average on the year for the Axemen. In a hole at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Look out. Looked like it might have got somebody in the Apache dugout there. Our dugout's so close to the action here. Got to be heads up. It did redo some of the padding and netting that protects the coaches and players in that dugout. Still some openings, and it's still very close to home plate. The next 0-2, and it hit him. Boy, Thomas just turned in and hit him right in the rear end. So the inning continues. And again, Miller just not as sharp today with his location and his command. And here's the 7th bat of the inning, and here comes Coach Rubenthal. And have a little chat with Miller just to slow the inning down and give him a breather. It'll be Nick Ellington stepping in when we return. Welcome back to Christus Trinity Mother Francis Mike Carter Field. Dr. John Groth with you. We've had a pitching change. Christian Grigsby will take over, 5'11", 165, left-handed pitcher from Austin, Texas, Round Rock Westwood. Grigsby will take over with 2 outs here in the second inning. Bases loaded. So for Grigsby, outing number 12 of the year. He's 4-1 with a 3.93 ERA. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Now, one of the drawbacks of having Johnny Holstaff is that all these pitchers are come in and throw their first inning. And Grigsby coming in with the bases loaded. 1-0 pitch off the plate, 2-0. Grigsby 36 2/3 innings this season, 42 strikeouts and 21 walks. Ball's well hit to left center. This is trouble. One hops the fence. One runs in. Here comes the second run. It's going to be a bases clearing double for Nick Ellington. So 3 RBIs for Ellington, clears the bases.
Now batting, second baseman, number 34, Alec Williams.
And it's now 4-0 TCS. 8th batter of the inning is Alec Williams. Williams, first time up, drilled a ball to center field, right to Jacob Johnson. So he's 0 for 1. So Nick Ellington opens things up here. As Miller had worked around a bases loaded scenario and only given up 1 run, but a double to the wall. All those runs will be charged to Peyton Miller. That's in there for a strike, and that's going to take his ERA up a bit. He was at 1.38 going into that. Those are all going to be earned runs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses high. 2-1. And this is the danger of bringing guys in. Multiple pitchers, you kind of schedule it out, you script it out. It's a great opportunity for everyone to get some live action, the last dress rehearsal before the Coastal Series. However, every one of these guys coming in will have their first appearance when they come in, first inning. And that first inning is always the most challenging, especially for the starters, the guys that are normally starting pitchers. Usually takes them a little bit to get into a rhythm. 3-1 pitch, ground ball to first. Vega can't make the play. And he tried to do the same thing he did earlier. He came in and got the short hop on the first play of the ball game. And he tried to do the same thing there, and he misplayed it. So that's an E3. And the inning continues. Ellington went on to third base on the play, and here's Brad Halleck, the 9th batter of the inning. 4 runs are already in, and you still got 2 guys on the base for the cleanup hitter, Halleck. He struck out swinging in the first. First pitch swinging, chopped it to third. Long throw for Meisner, and he got him. So finally the inning ends, but the Axemen bring 9 batters to the plate. They score 4 runs on 3 hits, leave 2 on. Your new score for Mike Carter, TCS 4 and the Apaches 0. And welcome back to Mike Carter Field. Dr. John Groth with you. Jason Ballou will lead it off for the Apaches. 6, 7, and 8. The DH fouled the first pitch back. It's 0-1. Matthew Walters back on the mound, 2017 graduate of Kaufman High School, Kaufman, Texas. 0-1 pitch is off the plate. Looks like Mr. Walters actually spent some time at Howard Junior College as well. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jason Ballou, the sophomore outfielder from Bossier City, Louisiana, Evangel Christian High School. Walters, the wind. 1-2 pitch off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. Strike 3 called. Ballou thought it was a ball, and Mr. Umpire thought differently. First strikeout of the ball game for Matthew Walters. 1 away. Here's Ben Zagelski. Well, we said before that TCS comes to town this weekend for the Apaches. Zagelski, the freshman from Kingwood, steps in. Wednesday game, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday game, 4-game series, single game on Wednesday, doubleheader Thursday, and then a single game Friday. So I think all of the game times are noon, if I remember correctly. 1-0 pitch in there, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Coastal Bend will come into the series having lost their last 3 games. They lost a doubleheader at St. Edward's JV, and then they got beat by Sanjak 3 days ago by a score of 5-0. High pop-up, left or right center field, and boy, never a doubt, little snow cone action for Trey Thomas in center. And he better get used to it out there. That ball's going to drift his way. And the outfielder is probably going to need to play a little deeper than normal today. So that's an F8 if you're scoring at the house. Here's Cade Watson. So Coastal, their next games are going to be against the Apaches. They don't play between now and then. So they have, Coastal's got 11 games left, and 7 of them are against the Apaches. They do go to Blinn. And then their final games of the year are 3 against Tyler Junior College on May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The 1-0 pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to catcher Cade Watson. Two-0 pitch, popped out of play, 2-1. So the TCS part of this ball club's name is from the Complete Showcase, is what that TCS stands for. So here's the 2-1 in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're at the 8th spot in the Apache lineup. They trail 4-0. Axman got 4 runs in the top half of the 2nd inning. All those runs are going to be attributed to Peyton Miller. He walked a batter and then gave up a couple of singles. And then Grigsby came in and gave up a bases clearing double. High pop-up, center field. This should be Thomas again coming in and runs it down for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. Couple of pop-ups to center. To end the 2nd, we'll go to inning number 3. We're going to play 2 7s today at the ballpark, and it's 4-0 TCS. And welcome back to the ballpark. And we're back where we started last inning. James Starnes led off the second, and the Axemen batted around. So we're back where we started in the second. In the third, first pitch is in there. Strike one. Christian Grigsby back on the hill for the Apaches. And James Starnes led the last inning off with a walk. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch got away from Cade Watson. Peyton Miller ended up throwing 30 pitches in his outing, and Grigsby came on and threw 9 in relief. 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the Cougars from Coastal will come in. They had a 4-game winning streak before losing their last 3. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Starnes is somehow asking an umpire to appeal to third base, and don't see that very often.
52, Warren Simmons.
First strikeout for Grigsby, strikeout number 3 for Tyler pitching. And there's 1 away. Here is Warren Sammons, the DH. Single to left his first time up, 1 for 1. First pitch misses, ball 1. Well, it looks like for the Cougars, it's been a back-and-forth season. Had some winning streaks, and they've had some losing streaks. At one point, they lost 6 in a row through the middle of March. And they won 4 in a row, and then they're coming off a 3-game losing streak. So they will invade Tyler, Texas this next week. And the Apaches are 32-9 at the moment. Apaches have they won their last ball game, lost 2 out of 3 to LSU Eunice last weekend in a key matchup of number 1s. Number 1 Division II, the Bengals came in, and Apaches were able to get that final game in the series by a score of 8-3. Check swing, another breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now on DH Warren Sammons. Apaches are 7-3 in their last 10, 3-2 in their last 5. Swing and a miss. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Grigsby. And that will bring up Michael Villalon, the third baseman, singled and scored last inning, part of a 4-run outburst by the TCS Post Grad group. First pitch is low, ball 1. Wind continues to blow straight out to center here at Mike Carter Field. 1-0 pitch. Off the plate. I think it's 2-0. Two outs, nobody aboard. Michael Villalon. This is high. I think we're 3-0 here. 3-0. Four, 3-0 for the Axemen from TCS Post Grad. 0-1-1 for the Apaches. 3-0 pitch, misses low, ball 4. So after a couple of strikeouts, Grigsby, first walk of his appearances, and that's going to be the third walk for Tyler pitching. That'll bring up Lupe Puentes. He struck out looking his first time up. Left fielder steps in for his second plate appearance. First pitch from Grigsby in there, strike 1. Puentes 171 average on the year. Off the plate. 2 balls, or 1-1, excuse me. Grigsby checks the runner. from the set position. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Well, we're going to have a revolving door down in that Apache bullpen today. A couple of guys tossing right now. And there's a ground ball to short. And Bogue steps on the bag, and that's the inning. So, a 2-out walk is stranded. 6U ends the inning if you're scoring at the house. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 3. 7-inning ball game here. Apaches need some base runners. It's 4-0 TCS. Nine, 1-2 for the Apaches as we go to the bottom of the third. They trail 4-0. And it's Matthew Walters back on the bump for the Axemen. 36 pitches now for the 2017 Kaufman graduate. And he'll fall behind 2-0 to the shortstop, Jacoby Bogue. From the windup. Swing and a foul tip. 2 balls and a strike. 4-3-0 for the TCS Post Grad group. 0-1-1 for the Apaches. Bottom of the third, that pitch misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. Well, this is what you need, base runners. Love to set the table for the top of the lineup. Bogue with a 3-1 count. The pitch. Well hit, high, deep left field, and out of here. Jacoby Bogue gets the barrel out in front of a pitch and launches a home run just over the wall in left field. For Jacoby Bogue, home run number 2 of the year, RBI number 12. And that'll get the ball rolling for the Apaches. Well, you'll take a homer. And here's now the top of the lineup. Jacob Johnson for the second time. He popped up to the pitcher first time up on a play that Matthew Walters almost ran in to Jacob Johnson as he ran down to first. He came running off the mound, caught the ball in foul territory for the out. So Johnson 0 for 1. First pitch is in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Still no one out. An 0-2 count on Jacob Johnson. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Johnson goes down swinging. There's 1 away. Strikeout number 2 for Walters. And here's third baseman Ty Meisner. Meisner 297 on the season, 7 doubles, a homer, 23 RBI. Swing and a miss, good off speed right there. It's 0-1. One run is in, and there's one away. The wind and the pitch. In there, 0-2 to Meisner. Well, a 4-run second inning is giving the Axemen the advantage here. 7-inning ball game, so these things happen in a hurry. We're in the bottom of the third. The leadoff homer by Jacoby Bogue has narrowed it to 4-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Meisner. Still no one, there's nobody even in the bullpen down there for TCS. Check swing. And they're going to say he went. Strike 3. A little surprised at that. Meisner held the bat there for a while to let that first base umpire see it. Third strikeout for Walters, and it's back-to-back punch-outs for him. And here is Eric Owen. Owen singled to left his first time up. He's 1 for 1. On the year, Eric Owen, .339 average. 8 doubles, 3 triples, 3 homers, 26 RBI. That leads the club. Fastball misses high, ball 1. The Apaches batting .293 as a squad. Ever so close, inching toward that 300 team batting average mark. Still not there yet. Team ERA is 3.26. Well, Peyton Miller's ERA is going to shoot up after this outing. Came into the game, Miller did, with a 1.38 ERA. Here's the 1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and a strike. Well, really nice day at the ballpark. Sun out in full force, just a few wispy clouds. Aren't really affecting anything. Big swing and a miss on a curveball. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes on Eric Owen. Here's the windup, the 2-2. Well hit to center field. Running over, though, is Trey Thomas. And it's a 1-2-3 third inning for Matthew Walters. We'll head to the 4th inning of a 7-inning ball game. Your score now is TCS 4 and the Apaches 1. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com.
Shortstop,
Welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you. 9-1-2. This is Tyler Linweber. Got an RBI in his first plate appearance. Grounded out to third base on a high chopper that Meisner came in and fielded, but it was too high for him to make a play at home plate. The runner got a good jump. Starnes at third base had gotten a nice jump on the chopper, and the only play he had was to go to first. 1 ball, 1 strike to Linweber. Again, Linweber, one of those TCS players that's coming to Tyler. Trey Thomas is coming to Tyler. Tyler Linweber coming to Tyler next year. Adam Davis, a right-handed pitcher from Melissa, Texas, is coming to be an Apache next year. Alec Williams, listed as an outfield shortstop, is also coming as Linweber fouls the ball off down the third base line. And then Warren Sammons, the DH, who was listed as a catcher. 6'1" and 220 out of Spring, Oak Ridge High School. Will head to Apache land next year. Swing and a miss. And 1 up and 1 down. Strikeout of Linweber. Strikeout number 3.
Number 20, Trey Thomas.
I'm sorry, this strikeout number 1 for Sean Beasley. New pitcher for the Apaches is Sean Beasley, 6'2" and 165, the right-handed sophomore out of Van. He'll take over for Grigsby. Grigsby ends up throwing 27 pitches in his outing, so Beasley now on for the Apaches. And here's the center fielder, Trey Thomas. 1-0 pitch is called a strike. It's 1-1. Thomas grounded out to first and got hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 1. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. From the windup, off the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, first base side, and Vega steps on the bag, 2 away. That'll bring up the right fielder, Nick Ellington.
Right fielder, 21, Nick Ellington.
For Sean Beasley, outing number 17 of the year, all of them out of the bullpen. 3-0 with a 1.88 ERA, 28 and 2/3 innings pitched, 48 strikeouts, just 4 walks. Ground ball left side through the hole, base hit. Ellington, second hit of the ball game. He got the big double to clear the bases in the second inning.
Second baseman, number 34,
Now 2 for
Alan
2.
Williams.
So Ellington has been on the bases all 3 at-bats. He walked back in the first inning. That'll bring up the second baseman, Alec Williams, lined out to center and reached on an error by Vega. High chopper that's fouled down the first base line. 0-1. Beasley with the quick pickoff attempt. Ground ball right back to Beasley. He snags it, and he'll flip it over to Vega for the final out. 1-3 if you're scoring at the house. That'll do it for the Axemen in the 4th. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 4, and our score from Tyler, Texas, the Axemen from TCS Post Grad 4, and the Tyler Apaches 1.
4, 5, and 6 for the Apaches as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Miguel Vega walked his first time up. Vega comes into the ballgame with a .390 average. First pitch is in there, strike one. That was pitch number 53 for Matthew Walters. He's been in there from the start. Here's the 0-1. Drops a breaking pitch over the inside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh-2 pitch, high and away. One-two from Walters, pulled the string on Vega, struck him out. Took something off that curveball. Strikeout number 4 for Walters. One away for Heath Hood. Heath Hood on the year, .376 average, 7 doubles, a homer, and 19 RBI. First pitch, fastball, and no go, says the first base umpire. Little check swing from Hood, so it's 1-0. Pitch is going to miss. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, we started out at 59 degrees today. I'm curious to see if we've gotten off of that number yet. There's a ball that's low, almost hit Hood in the foot. As the humidity continues to drop, just 39% humidity. Wind continues to whistle at about 15 consistently. It's supposed to get to 66 by the end of the day. Beautiful sunshiny day after those storms yesterday. 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, it's 2-1. Walters from the windup. The ball's well hit, left field line. This has got a chance, and it's out of here. The ball is carrying out of the ballpark today. Another solo homer for the Apaches. This time it's Heath Hood. And it's 4-2. You chip away. It was once a 4-0 lead. And Heath Hood gets his second homer of the year. 20th RBI for Hood. And that wasn't too far from the same spot that Jacoby Bogue got one out of here. So, talked about the wind helping the cause today, and I think probably for both of those home runs, both those balls got a little bit of a push. We had an 18-foot high wall all the way around this ballpark. 325 down the lines, 361 in the gaps, 370 straight away. And it usually plays deeper than that. Not today. The wind's blowing straight out. 1-0 to Ballou. He struck out looking his first time up. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. 4-2 is the score. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 7-inning ball game. Actually, both games going to be 7s here today. Check swing. Tough play. Lindweber across, and he makes the play. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. Good job there by the future Apache. Tyler Lindweber. He had to come past second base on that. Ballou kind of check swung and ball hopped over the head of Matthew Walters on the mound. Here's Ben Zagelski for the second time. Flew out to center field his first time up. 0 for 1. Zagelski, highest batting average on the club, 393. First pitch misses, it's 1-0. 11 hits in 28 at-bats for Zagelski. Does have 1 double and 10 RBI. Now it's 2-0. Apache right fielder. Off the plate, 3-0. Pitch. And it's a 4-pitch walk, and Zagelski hustles down to first base. Let's see, that's second walk, excuse me. Second walk of the ball game for Matthew Walters. He has struck out 4 and now walked 2. Here's the catcher, Cade Watson. Well, a tying run at the plate now. The Apaches solo home runs in the last 2 innings. One by Bogue and one by Hood. Now Cade Watson represents the tying run. 2017 Kaufman grad. Matthew Walters on the mound. First pitch. Misses low and inside, ball 1. Still nobody tossing in that bullpen, so for now it's going to be Matthew Walters. Started the inning with 52 pitches. Apaches have used 3 different pitchers. Miller started the game and threw 30 pitches. Grigsby came on and threw another 27 pitches. Beasley is the 3rd Apache pitcher, and he has thrown 13 so far. Ben Zagelski 2 for 2 in stolen bases so far this year. You might think about getting him over there. Looping fly ball. This is going to be trouble and falls in the gap. Watson looking for 2. Zagelski's going to be waved around. 4-3. RBI double for Cade Watson. The Apaches have narrowed the gap to 1 run. And stepping in is Mr. Solo home run himself, Jacoby Bogue. 1 for 1 in this ball game. Hit a line drive that just cleared the wall and left. First time up. Bogue came into the game 263 average, 3 doubles. He's got 2 homers and 12 RBI, and that's going to bring a visit from head coach Jeff Robinson in his 4th season with the TCS Post Grad program. Does have time with Cisco Junior College and Ranger Junior College as a coach. So he understands the junior college structure in the state of Texas. You have about 40 plus junior colleges playing baseball. Well, I failed to shout out Miss Faith Warren. So Aunt Debbie and Faith rooting on Cade Watson, and Mr. Ortega has checked in. So if you want to shoot a note on that live chat feature, love to hear from you. Got any TCS parents or families? Drop me a note, give you a shout out. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. We're here in Tyler, Texas at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Road, or Mike Carter Field. So Watson at second with 2 outs. And Bogue up there for the 2nd time today. against the left-hander Matthew Walters. First pitch in there, strike one. Bogue 263 on the season. Coming into the ball game. And he's 1 for 1, so that has gone up a bit. 0-1 pitch, well hit to center, but Thomas has a beat on it, and he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. But the Apaches get a couple of runs and chip away at the lead. A solo homer by Heath Hood, RBI double by Cade Watson. Your new score from Tyler, Texas. TCS 4 and the Apaches 3. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Top of the fifth inning here at the ballpark. 4, 5, and 6 for TCS Post Grad. Brad Halleck will lead it off. He has struck out swinging, grounded out to third base, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Sean Beasley pitched number 14 of his outing as the bullpen continues to loosen up down there. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Halleck. Next pitch misses high. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Nice job by Watson to keep it in front of him. And it's a strikeout. Second strikeout for Sean Beasley. The fifth strikeout for Tyler pitching. And that will bring up James Starnes, the catcher. Starnes has walked and scored a run and struck out swinging in the third inning. Starnes 225 on the season for the Axemen. A 1 pitch, gonna miss low. 4-4-0 for the Axemen. 3-4-1 for the Apaches. Big swing and a miss. And there's the temptation right there for those left-handers to just get their hacks in. If you get that ball elevated a little bit, that wind's going to take it and go. 1-2 pitch. Another big swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Beasley here in the fifth. Here's the DH, Warren Salmons. A single and a run scored in the second inning. Struck out swinging in the third. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. Well, you finally do have some movement down there in the TCS bullpen. You got a right-hander tossing. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Beasley working quickly. Misses high, and it's 1-2. Strike 3 called. Fastball in the outside corner. And Beasley strikes out the side. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That's 4 strikeouts for Sean Beasley. And we'll head to the 6th inning. The Apaches got a little momentum going now. They've scored in the last 2 frames to narrow the gap. It's 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And welcome back to Tyler, Texas. Dr. John Grant with you. Bottom of the 5th inning. This TCS Post Grad squad plays a full junior college schedule. They have played Cisco, Brookhaven, Vernon, Bossier Parish, Richland, Murray State, North Central Texas College, Connor State, Northeast Texas Community College, Harris, East Oklahoma State, Cisco, Coastal Bend, Grayson, Carl Albert, Paris, and they actually got Blinn on the schedule here towards the end of the season, so they'll travel down to Brenham this next week. They got 3 more dates scheduled. Through the Axemen. There's a pop-up off the bat of Jacob Johnson, and his counterpart, Trey Thomas, squeezes it in center field for out number 1. So Johnson is out, and here's Ty Meisner for the 3rd time. Neither one of them have gotten on base yet today. Apaches have only been able to muster 4 hits off the 2017 Kauffman product. Matthew Walters. First pitch to Meisner in there, strike 1. So after today, TCS will play Connor State on Monday, doubleheader. Wednesday they play doubleheader at Blinn. And then their final ball game will be in Wilburton, Oklahoma against Eastern Oklahoma State College. Doubleheader next Monday. So they're winding down their season. Talked on the pregame show with Jeff Robinson about what will happen after that. I'll have some showcase days and some tryout days, trying to get the rest of these guys that are completing their TCS time an opportunity somewhere. 14 commits on this roster so far. And 5 of them are coming to the Tyler Junior College Apaches. 3 balls and 1 strike to Meisner. 1 out, nobody aboard. 4-3 TCS leads it here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch. Took something off of it, but missed low. It's a 1-out walk to Meisner. 3rd walk of the game for Walters. That'll bring up Eric Owen. That'll bring a visit from Coach Robinson. This might be it. Where are we at on the pitch count? 78 pitches so far. And I don't know if they've made the move yet or not. Coach Robinson out to talk, and that's going to be it. So close the book on Matthew Walters. Pretty good job by the young man from Kauffman. Gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in 4 1/3 innings. We'll let you know who the new arm is when we return. It's 4-3 TCS leads the Apaches here in the bottom of the 5th. All right, the new pitcher for TCS, right-hander, a 2018 graduate of, let's see here. He's from Allen, Texas, Lovejoy High School. Jacob Eschler, 6'2" and 215. Big right-hander will come in and take over for Matthew Walters. Walters ended up throwing 78 pitches in 4 1/3 innings. He struck out 4 and walked 3. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Eric Owen, 1 for 2 in the ball game. A 1-out walk to Meisner. He's at first base. Represents the tying run. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. And count even on Eric Owen. 1-1 with 1 out. So Eschler takes over for Walters. Eschler, the right-hander. And Eschler is headed to UT Tyler, across town. Going to be a Patriot. UT Tyler going Division II next year. Their last year's Division III program. There goes the runner, throw to second, and boy, he's out. Perfect throw by James Starnes. Guns out, Ty Meisner. And there's 2 away. So Meisner, the tying run, gets thrown out at second base. Owen will step in now with a 2-1 count and 2 away. Both teams with 4 hits. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2 to Owen. 4-4-0 for the Axemen from TCS. 3-4-1 for the Apaches. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base line, and Coach Hunter just picked his leg up. No chance. Didn't make an attempt. Got the he's talking to Abney about why he didn't make an effort there. Abney giving him a hard time. Did not want to mess his hand up. He was going to get the in-between hop. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Owen. Good for his second hit of the day. Big right-hander Jacob Eschler trying to get the Axemen back in the dugout. Fouled off the net. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. got some guys getting loose down in that TCS bullpen area. And, of course, Apaches have had pitchers roaming around the whole day down in their bullpen. Beasley now with 25 pitches in his outing. As Owen hangs tough with a 2-2 count. Eschler from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Ball gets away from Starnes. He'll rifle it down and get the final out. So nicely done there by Jacob Eschler as he comes in and strikes out Owen. And that'll do it for the Apaches. We'll go to the 6th inning. It's still a 1-run lead for TCS, 4-3. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Sean Beasley will face 7, 8, and 9 here in the top of the 6th inning. We're playing 2 7s today, so this is late in the ball game. Michael Villalon, 1 for 1, singled and scored back in the 2nd inning. He walked in the 3rd inning. First pitch in there, strike 1. Pitch number 26 for Beasley, sophomore from Van. Fastball misses inside. And base coach is a couple of pitches late there. It's going to cost you. First base coach for the TCS Post Grad is jogging down to the coach's box. Two and one with nobody on and nobody out. Top of the 6th, 4-3. TCS leads it. It's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sean Beasley, the 3rd Apache pitcher. Peyton Miller started. And it was Grigsby in the 2nd. And Beasley in the 4th. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 3rd baseman, Michael Villalon. Pop up right field. Easy play for Zagelski. And there's one away. F9 if you're scoring at the house. There's Lupe Puentes. Struck out looking and had a little tapper up the middle that Jacoby Bogue stepped on second base to finish the 3rd inning. So Puentes 0 for 2. First pitch was off the plate, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Puentes. Well, we'll take about 30 minutes between the ball games. We'll tee it up for game 2. And that pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Pretty good breaking pitch from Beasley. Puentes actually kind of shifted his feet back as if to get out of the way. 2-1. Just off the plate. I think we're 3-2 now. Full count on Puentes. Beasley from the windup. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. And there's 2 up and 2 down.
Now that shortstop, 22, Tyler Littleweather.
It's 5 strikeouts for Beasley, 8 for Tyler pitching. Here's Tyler Linweber, RBI fielder's choice. He tries to bunt his way aboard and fouls it off. Well, he hit a ground ball and got an RBI in the second inning, struck out swinging in the fourth. Beasley from the windup. Foul tip. And it's 0-2. It's got to be a little different to play against a team you know you're going to be playing for the next year. Lynn Weber is committed to the Apache program. Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 6 for Sean Beasley. 9 strikeouts now for Tyler pitching. And the Axemen go in order here in the 6th. The Apaches down a run. You go to the bottom of the 6th of a 7-inning ball game. It's 4-3. Back in a minute. Miguel Vega will lead it off here in the 6th. The Apaches trail by 1. 4, 5, and 6 coming to the plate against relief pitcher Jacob Eschler. Came on in the 5th with 1 out. First pitch to Vega, strike 1. Vega, Hood, and Ballou scheduled to hit for the Apaches. From the windup. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. Apaches 32-9 on the year. Pitches in there. 1-2. They are 25-6 at home. That's where I got that number. I was wondering where I got that number. 7-3 away. Apaches ranked number 1 in the last NJCA poll. Off the hands, he muscles it through the hole. So Vega aboard with a leadoff single to left field. And you wonder if you're going to run here. And you are. Anthony Villalobos will run for Vega at first base. So Vega, we'll have to see who plays first base. So Villalobos, the pinch runner at first. Here's Heath Hood. Villalobos 2 for 2 in steals this year. It's his 6th appearance in an Apache ball game this season. And pitches in there. Strike 1 to Heath Hood. Heath Hood hit a solo home run his last time up. It's 1 for 2. He flew out to right field back in the first inning. Well, that wind's still blowing. Maybe not quite as hard as it was a while back. You're going to show bunt, and you're going to miss the bunt. Foul tipped it. 0-2 to Heath Hood. Apaches trail 4-3 here. Late in this ball game, we're playing 2 7s today. Eschler, the 0-2. Misses high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eschler headed to UT Tyler next year. He's from Allen, a Lovejoy High School product. Graduated in 2018. One-two count. There goes Villalobos, swing and a miss. And Villalobos steals second base. But Heath Hood struck out. So, let's see here.
Now batting, designated hitter, 26, Jason.
Second strikeout for Eschler and the 5th strikeout for TCS pitchers today. Stepping in is the DH, Jason Ballou. Boy, wouldn't you love him to catch one right here? Struck out looking in the 2nd, grounded out to short in the 4th. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch low to Jason Ballou. Starnes keeps it in front of him. Four, 4-0 for the TCS Post Grad group. 3-5-1 for the Tyler Apaches. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Playing 7 here in the opener of the doubleheader. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, third base side. That's trouble. Into the corner. That'll tie the ball game. Jason Ballou, RBI double, and we're tied at 4. Well, off the bat, you didn't know if Villalon was going to get there, and he dove but couldn't knock it down. So, big game-tying RBI double for Jason Ballou. So the leadoff single by Vega, and Villalobos comes around as the pinch runner to score the game-tying run. And now you got a chance to take the lead. Ben Zagelski steps in. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Scored on the Watson double his last time up. Zagelski, golden opportunity here to give the Apaches the lead. Got 1 out and a runner in scoring position. There's the bunt. You pop it up and right back to the pitcher. Not a bad thought there. You just got to get that down. Really, with a runner at second, I like the idea because he's either going to have to stay back. Gives you a little better chance to get on base there, but Zagelski pops it up to the pitcher on the drag bunt attempt, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Cade Watson. Watson, an RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Spin move to second. And Ballou dives back safely. 2 outs, runner at second base. We are tied at 4. Eschler from the set position. First pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, that wind continues to blow out. Watson, RBI double his last time up. Going to get a 1-0 pitch to Hackett. Takes a rip. Just does get a piece of it. Changeup looked like. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Apache's trying to string wins together. They won their last ball game here in Tyler last weekend. Final game of a 3-game series against LSU Eunice. And that game 8-3. 1-1 pitch, little tapper, first base side, a lot of spin, and Eschler finally picks it up and throws out Watson for the final out of the inning. So it'll go 1-3 if you're scoring at the house. The Apaches pick up a run, and we are tied as we go to the 7th. It's 4-4. Back in a minute. All right, the new pitcher for the Apaches is Michael Spinozzi, 6'1" and 195, right-handed sophomore from South Lake, Texas. Spinozzi takes over for Sean Beasley. Beasley finishes with 40 pitches. Beasley struck out 6 Axemen his outing today. Came on in the 4th. He'll give way here in the 7th to Spinozzi. And for Spinozzi, outing number 18 of the year. That's going to be tops on the pitching staff. All of them out of the bullpen. 3-1 with a 1.13 ERA. 24 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, 9 walks for the sophomore from South Lake, Texas, Michael Spinozzi, here on the mound for the Apaches in the 7th inning. And the Axemen, top of the lineup. Thomas, Ellington, and Williams for TCS Post Grad. Trey Thomas 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first base twice and got hit by a pitch. First pitch is in there, strike 1. We got some activity in that Apache bullpen. 0-1 pitch. This is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas, the center fielder, committed to the Apaches. It says here he's actually a switch hitter. Swing and a miss. He must not have batted against Grigsby. I don't remember him flipping it around. 5'8", 150, 2018 Mansfield Timberview graduate. Here's the 1-2. Little looper and into center, base hit. So, wait, leadoff hitter aboard here in the 7th inning. Trey Thomas just kind of feeling his way through that last swing. Just got enough of it to loft it into shallow center field. Here's Nick Ellington. So you got to believe you're going to see a bunt here. See if Ellington squares around. He's 2 for 2, and he got the big bases clearing double. Yeah, evidently not. You're going to let him hit. First pitch called a strike. See if he squares this time. Ellington not squaring. In there, strike 2. Well, the other option is you could send Trey Thomas. Try to get him to second base here with 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Nick Ellington. Looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game. Really, he had the big hit for the TCS Post Grad. Bases clearing double back in the 2nd inning. Bases were loaded at the time, so 3 of the 4 runs driven in by Ellington. Spinozzi from the set, 1-2. Check swing and just does get a piece of it. Count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, we said it earlier, but 14 of these young men committed to schools next year. And 5 of those 14 are coming here to Tyler. Actually 6, 5 to TJC and 1 to UT Tyler. Santa Barbara Junior College is one of the places they're going. Garden City, Mid-American Christian, Chattanooga State, Richland, Hofstra, Air Force, and Fort Scott. Runner thought about going. You throw behind him. Counts even at 2-2. Trey Thomas took a couple of hard steps towards second and put the brakes on. Kate Watson tried to rifle a pickoff behind him. Next pitch. High fly ball. This has got a chance. That ball's going, and it's gone. We've seen 3 balls leave the yard right down the left field line into the corner. And it's a 2-run home run for Nick Ellington. And he's a triple away from the cycle. A single, a double, and a 2-run shot. 5 RBI on the day for Ellington. Quite a ball game for the outfielder from Mansfield High School. So a memorable day for Nick Ellington, and that'll bring up Alec Williams. First pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Williams lined out to Johnson in center his first time up, reached on an error in the second, and grounded back to the pitcher. Breaking pitch, quickly 0-2. Wind up, 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Spinozzi strikes out Williams. First strikeout for Michael Spinozzi, the 10th strikeout for Tyler pitchers today. 4th pitcher of the day for the Apaches. Miller started the ballgame. Then it was Christian Grigsby, Sean Beasley, and now Spinozzi here in the 7th. Spinozzi has just given up a 2-run home run. And he's also given up the lead. He's on the hook for the loss right now if the Apaches cannot come back. This is Brad Halleck for the 4th time. Struck out twice and grounded out to third. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 1-1. 6-6-0 for the Axemen from TCS Post Grad. 4-6-1 for the Apaches. Outside corner called a strike. Yeah, nice Sunday afternoon crowd here at the ballpark. Number of TCS Post Grad families here as well. 1-2. Misses low. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind just continues to blow straight out, and we've seen some home runs today because of it. That pitch was low. And it's a full count on Brad Halleck. Catcher James Starnes would be next here. Payoff pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Spinozzi. 11 in the ball game for Tyler pitching. And here's James Starnes. Starnes has struck out twice in the ball game. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He started that 4-run second inning with a walk. Eventually scored on the Ellington double. Actually, he scored on the fielder's choice by Lindweber. 0-1 pitch is going to miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Left-handed batting catcher, James Starnes. Here's the 1-1. In there for a strike. We're in the top of the 7th of a 7-inning ball game. Doubleheader day at the ballpark. Playing 2 7ths. Strike 3 called. And after giving up a single and a homer, Spinozzi strikes out the side. But the Apaches now trail by a score of 6-4. You need 2 to tie and 3 to walk them off. Back for the bottom of the 7th in just a minute. Well, 9-1-2 here for the Apaches in the bottom of the 7th. Jacoby Bogue, and then it's Jacob Johnson and Ty Meisner scheduled to hit. And Jacob Eschler, who came on with 1 out in the 5th, trying to earn the win here. First pitch in there, strike 1. Next pitch right up the middle. And, boy, you knock it down, but you can't get Bogue. Infield single for Jacoby. And that'll get the ball rolling. Jacob Johnson now stepping in. The Apaches need 2 to tie and 3 to walk them off here in the bottom of the 7th. Johnson asking for time. He's going to tie that shoe. Something didn't feel right. Johnson 0 for 3. Popped up to the pitcher, struck out swinging, flew out to center. Check swing, called a strike. Eschler is 1-0 on the year for TCS. He has appeared in 9 games for the Axemen. 3.70 ERA. 0-1 count. The pitch. Pop up left side. This is in play. Could be tough play for the shortstop, and you can't make it. Out in no man's land as Lynn Weber gave chase, and boy, I hope you don't. Somebody's down out there. I don't know if that's it is. Somebody's hurt. I don't see who it was that went down. It was a three people converting. Lynn Weber, Villalon, and Puentes, the left fielder, all converged on that ball, and it fell right between them. And boy, I don't know. Can't tell who went down, but he's grabbing his leg, so this doesn't look good. Got the Tyler training staff out there, as well as Coach Robinson. You just hate to see anyone get hurt. Well, I think it is Lynn Weber. Puentes just came running in. And Puentes evidently is going to be moving to short, and you're going to have, looks like maybe Nick Duran getting loose to play left field. Well, you hate to see this. This is a young man that's actually committed to the Apaches. Their shortstop and their 9-hitter. Looked like at the last minute he twisted his body to try to make the grab. And he may have just twisted a leg there. I'm not sure. I think he's sitting up now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Looks like Apache trainers are out there. He's going to get on his feet, which is good. That's a good sign right there. Not going to put any weight on that, what appears to be his left leg. I don't know if he turned an ankle or twisted a knee, but either way, certainly not something you like to have to anyone out here. As Tyler Lynn Weber going to be helped off the field by the trainers, and it looks like Coach Robinson and the Tyler trainers. He's kind of laying on, or he's stepping on that right leg. I don't know why you don't just pick him up, have his arms wrapped around your shoulders and grab him underneath the thigh. Just carry him off. And it looks like he's possibly in a good amount of pain here. Just trying to get him off the field. You know, he's definitely favoring that left leg, and he evidently twisted it. So I think they got 11. I think they moved Puentes from left field into short. So Puentes will take over at short, and they moved, I think it was number 10 warming up, Nick Duran out in left field now. So Duran would be in the 9 spot. So a little bit of a delay here. It's an injury for TCS. And obviously you just hate to see this, but doubly complicated as Lynn Weber is scheduled to come play here next year. He's holding that left leg out. They got him down, and he's seated in the bleachers. They'll, I'm sure, continue to assess that injury. But in the meantime, Eschler is going to have to throw a couple of warm-up tosses, and I think we're ready to play baseball. So we got Nick Duran going to be in the 9 spot for Lynn Weber. He'll take over in left field, and they will move Lupe Puentes from left field to shortstop. And the Apaches, in all this delay, have the tying runs aboard, the winning run at home plate now. And that winning run will be Ty Meisner. Long delay here for Eschler. As he's taking a couple of warm-up tosses, and umpires allowing that. So now first and second, nobody out for Ty Meisner, but you got the meat of the Apache lineup coming up here. They trail by 2. But there's no one out. We're in the bottom of the 7th of a 7-inning ball game. Bogue at second, Johnson at first. You got good speed out there for the Apaches, and Meisner at the plate. He's going to show bunt and pull back just off the plate. Ball 1, not by much. I was surprised that that was a ball. Pretty good pitch right there. 6-6-0 for TCS, 4-7-1 for the Apaches. Apaches trail by 2 in the 7th, but the tying runs aboard with no one out. The pitch. There's the bunt right back to Eschler. He'll go to first and get the out. So it's a 1-4 sacrifice. And that'll bring up Eric Owen. Owen on the day, 1 for 3, singled back in the first inning. He's got a chance, and they're going to walk Owen to load him up. So intentional walk to Eric Owen. Loads the bases. And that's going to bring up Seth Ballinger for the first time today. Ballinger took over at first base for Miguel Vega after he got pinch run for by Anthony Villalobos. So Ballinger with his first plate appearance this afternoon, and it comes at a huge spot. Game-winning run at first base. First pitch, ball 1. Well, Ballinger has been sitting over there. Took over at first base. On the year, .328 average for Seth. 1-0 pitch. Gets away, ball comes to the screen, and a run comes home. It's a 1-run game, 6-5. Now Ballinger, a base hit, could win it. So Ballinger second and third after the wild pitch. And still no one out, or one out, excuse me, after the bunt. Eschler from the stretch. The 2-0 pitch. High, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes to Seth Ballinger. Heath Hood would be next. He got one out. You might think about just walking Ballinger here. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. If you walk Ballinger, then the double play back in order. Right now, it's a 1-run ball game. Tying run at third. The winning run at second. Here's the 3-1. Fouled straight back, and it's a full count on Seth Ballinger. Well, after Ballinger, Heath Hood. And Hood does have the solo home run today. Part of the reason you probably go at Ballinger here is he hasn't hit all day. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Tying run at third, winning run at second. Here's the pitch. Well, he fouls a high one, just does get a piece of it. Apache's trying to win in walk-off fashion here. Big 4-run second inning put the Axemen up early, and the Apaches have played catch-up the rest of the ball game. Here's the next 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, this should tie it, and it's caught. And coming home to score the tying run is Jacob Johnson. RBI sac fly for Seth Ballinger. And we are tied. That's going to bring up Heath Hood with 2 outs and the game-winning run 90 feet away. Eric Owen tagged up and went to third base. Heath Hood does have the solo home run to go with a strikeout and a fly ball to right. Well, you got about 13 different ways you can score from third base here. And it's tied at 6 in the 7th inning. Check swing, yes he did, strike 1. And Hood going to have to battle here. Behind in the count. Eric Owen at third, the winning run. 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch called a strike. It's 0-2. We're maybe looking at free baseball here. Supposed to play 7, and we might go extra. Jacob Eschler, the 2018 Allen, Texas product. The 0-2 pitch fouled off. We'll do it again. Well, Heath Hood trying to end this ball game. As the game-winning run 90 feet away. And he's in a hole, 0-2. Eschler, the pitch. High and tight, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eric Owen talking things over with Coach Hunter, third base coach's box. Talk with a third baseman way off the bag. Ground ball to short. First play of the game for, boy, bang, bang play. Almost beat it out. It's good speed there, but the new shortstop is Lupe Puentes, and he makes the play, and we have extra innings. We'll head to the 8th inning. We're tied at 6. Back in just a minute. Six, 7, and 8 for the Axemen. A little looping liner on the first pitch of the inning. Salmons is out on an L4. Easy play over there for Eric Owen. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Michael Villalon. Third baseman is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch misses low, ball 1. 6-6-0 for TCS Post Grad, 6-7-1 for the Apaches. It took 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th to send us to extra innings. And in the middle of all that, he had the shortstop for TCS Post Grad, Tyler Lindweber, injure his left leg. Still meeting down there with trainers. And it looks like they might be headed to the doctor here. I don't know what they're going to do. Check swing, called a strike. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Michael Villalon. They brought him off the field last half inning, and he's been sitting in those bleachers since then. Strike 3 called, and Villalon can't believe it.
Now batting, left fielder, number 11, Lupe Fuentes.
So for Spinozzi, strikeout number 4, the 13th strikeout for Tyler pitchers today. 2 outs in the inning. Here's Lupe Puentes now playing short. First pitch misses, ball 1. Popped out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Puentes. So Nick Duran, who came into left field when Lindweber got injured, waits on deck for his first plate appearance of the afternoon. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, since those first 2 batters, Spinozzi has retired 5 in a row, struck out 4 of them. Here's the 1-2. Off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch, struck him out. So Spinozzi, his 5th strikeout, the 14th strikeout for Tyler pitching. And the Axemen go in order in the 8th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. We're in extras now. Ballou, Zagelski, and Watson will try to win it. We're tied at 6. Bottom of the 8th, it's Jason Ballou to lead it off. RBI double his last time up. Snuck a ball just past Villalon down the third base line into the left field corner. And narrowed the lead at the moment. Actually, Actually, it tied the game at the moment. And Ballou with a chance to win it here. Tries to win it with one swing. Nobody on and nobody out. We're in extras here. Bottom of the 8th. 6-6 is the score. Outside corner, called a strike. The wind continues to blow straight out. Seen 3 home runs today. Two from the Apaches and one from the Axemen. Two balls and 2 strikes to the DH, Jason Ballou. Well, on the doorstep of a big 4-game series against Coastal Bend. Got a close one here at Mike Carter Field. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Ballou is a strikeout victim. And let's see here. 3rd strikeout for relief pitcher Jacob Eschler, the 6th strikeout of Tyler Batters. Here's Ben Zagelski. Zagelski's 0 for 2. He has scored a run. He walked and scored back in the 4th inning. Cade Watson hit a double to drive him in. First pitch, ground ball left side, tough play. Puentes gloves it, no chance. Infield single for Zagelski. So Zagelski will represent the game-winning run here. Cade Watson, 1 for 3, RBI double back in the 4th inning. Popped up to center field, grounded out to the pitcher to end the 6th inning. Well, gotta believe you think about letting Zagelski go here. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Zagelski's 2 for 2 in steals. And with a 0-1 count, this might be the pitch you turn him loose. Eschler from the stretch. Not going. In there for a strike, it's 0-2. A pretty quick move to home plate by Eschler. Next couple of pitches might, I don't know, you might get a pitch out here as well, so. Where you got to teach your guys to look in and put the brakes on if they see pitch out. 0-2, not going. Way off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This might be the breaking pitch you're going to look for to run on. See if they don't pick off a time or two to try to keep Zagelski close to first base. Eschler comes set. There goes Zagelski, and he had it stolen, but it's popped up. Left fielder, and that's Duran out in left field for the 2nd out of the inning. Pretty good jump by Zagelski. Don't think they would have had a chance to throw him out, but with 2 strikes, you got to swing it. Cade Watson pops up to left field. 2 outs and 1 on for Jacoby Bogue. Well, if you're going to run him with 1 out, you're probably going to find a way to try to get him over there with 2 outs. So the question is, how early in the count you're going to let him go? Certainly the Axeman dugout saw that, and they're going to pick off just to keep him close. Will you double pick here? Will you do it again? Zagelski with a pretty good lead. Both feet on the green here. Eschler comes set. Not going. First pitch is high, ball 1. Jacoby Bogue, a solo homer back in the 3rd inning. Flew out to center and an infield single in the 7th. He led the inning off last inning with an infield single. 1-0 pitch, healthy swing, fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, this is a count right here. You might get the runner moving. Zagelski, a good lead. And a pickoff. Not sure we've seen Eschler pick off twice in a row here. So this might be the opportunity the Apaches need to get him over there. Not going. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. That was maybe the one to go on there. Looked to be an off-speed pitch. Well, you might go run and hit here. We'll see how coach wants to play it. Eschler, the pitch. 2-1, way high, 3-1. Well, you do have a right-hander tossing down in that TCS bullpen. Eschler started the inning with 40 pitches. Gotta believe he's getting close to 60 here. 3-1 count on Bogue, the pitch. Off the plate, ball 4. Now you got the game winner in scoring position. Eschler has been a strike thrower for the most part. And that's his first regular walk. He had an intentional walk. And top of the lineup, Jacob Johnson with a chance to be a hero here. Johnson, 1 for 4, single to left his last time up. He hit the ball that caused the injury to Lindweber. Hit that pop-up down in the shallow left field. So he's got a chance here to win the ball game. First and second, 2 away. 6-6 our score in extra innings. We're in the bottom of the 8th with what was scheduled to be a 7-inning game. Check swing. Ball 1. Well, the Apaches trying to scratch their way to a win here. It would be 2 in a row. They won the last game of the LSU Eunice series last weekend after dropping the first 2 of that series. 1 ball, no strikes. Jacob Eschler, the pitch. Ground ball right side. This should do it. This is Alec Williams, and we're going to the 9th. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. We'll head to the 9th inning. It's still tied at 6. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Nick Duran will lead it off. first at bat for Duran. He came on when the injured Tyler Lindweber was carted off the field. He went to left, and Puentes came in to play short for Lindweber. So this will be his first plate appearance of the day. He's been in the field for a couple innings. First pitch to Duran is ball 1. And it's quickly 2-0. Michael Spinozzi back on the mound for the Apaches. 35 pitches in his first couple innings of work here. He has struck out 5 batters. And that ball's high, and it's 3-0, so you're about to walk the leadoff here. We're at the 9th position in the TCS lineup. Spinozzi winding it up. It's in there for a strike. 3-1. 6-6-0 for the Axemen. 6-8-1 for the Apaches. We're in the top of the 9th. Scheduled a 7-inning ball game, and you do walk the leadoff here. First walk for Spinozzi. The first walk for the Axemen since way back in the 3rd inning. And that, I don't know. Looks like you got Mitchell Lee getting warmed up in the bullpen. And Coach Ruppenthal, the slow walk out there, I don't think they're going to make a change here because Lee just got up. So 35 pitches for Spinozzi. He's the. I have a conversation with the third baseman here as the leadoff hitter Trey Thomas steps in. Just going to remind Meisner about the bunt defenses here. Coach Ruppenthal with that slow walk back to the dugout. Well, top of the lineup, Trey Thomas, future Apache, going to show bunt, and you're trying to take it away, called a strike. Meisner way in at third base. We're just asking Thomas to slash there. And Meisner comes in again. You pick off. No balls and 1 strike. Thomas singled the center his last time up. It's 1 for 3. He's going to show bunt again. And he does pull back and thinks about slashing, but takes strike 2. Well, now the question is, are you going to try to do it with 2 strikes? Probably not. You're going to turn him loose. 0-2 pitch misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. He's going to show bunt, and it's called strike 3. Well, you did put it back on. He did that on his own, or I don't know. Coach Robinson looking at his card there as if to maybe wonder if he put the wrong sign on or what. But Thomas is a strikeout victim. That's a big strikeout for Spinozzi. His 6th strikeout and the 15th strikeout for Tyler pitching. Here's Nick Ellington. What a day he's having. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, throw to second, and runner's going to be out. And Coach Robinson's going to go out and argue that call a bit. Mr. Umpire is looking into the collarbone. As Jeff Robinson, pretty tall fella, went out there and expressed his opinion, thought his base runner was safe. Duran looked like it was looked like the throw beat him there, but I don't know. Called out. Ground ball to short. Bogue throws it across. Ballinger holds the bag for the final out. Old Seth Ballinger flashing the leather over there. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. 3 up, 3 down after the caught stealing. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. You need 1 run to walk them off here. We're already in extra innings. It's supposed to be a 7. It's 6-6. All right, the new pitcher for TCS Post Grad is a 2017 graduate of McKinney. Well, let's see here. What school did he go to? McKinney North, also a transfer from Hill College. It's Elijah Valdez, 6 foot and 220, right-hander. First pitch is going to be in there, strike 1. We're in the top or bottom of the 9th inning, and we are tied at 6. Ty Meisner leads it off. Next pitch is going to miss high. And we're 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. 2, 3, and 4 for the Apaches. Meisner, Owen, and then it's Ballinger. Look out, it hit him. So it's a hit batter, and the Apaches trying to win this ball game in the 9th inning. We're all tied at 6. It was a scheduled 7-inning ball game. Both teams with zeros in the 8th inning. And with Meisner aboard, here's Eric Owen. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. So Owen at the plate and Meisner at first base. Meisner 7 for 7 in steals. The pitch low, ball 2. Well, you got a new pitcher on the mound in Elijah Valdez. And it'll take him a minute or so to find his rhythm out there. Jacob Eschler did a good job in relief, 57 pitches. 2-0 pitch. Ball gets away. That's a pass ball. That ball came right out of the glove of Starnes. And down to second goes Meisner. So I don't think he went after it. I think it's a ball. But the ball popped right out of the glove of James Starnes, allowing Meisner down to second. So now you're at second with a 3-0 count and nobody out. They're going to go ahead and put him on. So intentional walk to Owen will bring up Ballinger. Second time in the game that Owen has been intentionally walked. And last time Ballinger got a sac fly and an RBI. He tied the ball game. Otherwise, we wouldn't be playing right now. So Ballinger now, having tied it in the 7th, has a chance to win it in the 9th. Valdez, the stretch, he's going to show bunt. A wild pitch moves the runners. So now, 90 feet away with nobody out. You got to bring your infield all the way in now. And boy, all kinds of things you can do here. Squeeze is in play for the Apaches. And don't be surprised here if you ask Ballinger to lay a squeeze down. You get it down. You got Meisner at third. Meisner at third, Owen at second. The pitch. And no show of squeeze there. As Starnes having some trouble catching the ball here in the 9th. That ball popped out of his glove. 2-0 to Seth Ballinger. Infield way inside the baselines here, trying to cut off the winning run here in the 9th. Tied at 6. Here's the 2-0 to Ballinger. Takes inside 3-0. Well, if Ballinger reaches, it would be Heath Hood next. Ballinger sac fly his last time up. If you get it deep enough here, you got to believe it's going to score the winning run. 3-0 pitch. Big hack by Seth. And he was thinking the same thing I was. Same thing he did last time. A fly ball will end the game. Got to get it well out of the infield, though, and the wind is blowing. The good news is the infielders are way in, so here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. So Valdez has come all the way back to force a full count on Seth Ballinger. Second and third, nobody out. Bottom of the 9th of a tie game. Elijah Valdez, the McKinney product. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Big strikeout there for Valdez. He came all the way back from a 3-0 count. Strikeout number 7 for TCS pitchers. And the first strikeout for Elijah Valdez. He's got a lot of work still in front of him as Heath Hood steps in. Heath Hood had a solo home run back in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 4 on the day. He's flown out to right, struck out swinging, and grounded out to short. From the windup, Elijah Valdez. Look out! Ball got away, but bounced right back to the catcher. Boy, you hit the bull there and bounced right off the matting and right back to Starnes. Otherwise, the ball game would be over. So, ball 1. Well, you wonder if you're going to squeeze, this might be the pitch to do it. Infield still way in. Valdez, the windup, the pitch. Ground ball to third. You're going to come home with it, and he's going to be out. Meisner was off with the crack of the bat, and he was out. Infield was drawn way in, and there was no chance. He was out by a couple of steps. Good play there, 5-2 by the third baseman, Villalon. So Hood at first base now. Owen to third base. And you got first and third with 2 outs. So now you're 1 out away from going to the 10th. You had first and second and third, no one out. Now it's Ballou's turn. First pitch to Jason, called a strike. Well, you had second and third, no one out. Ballinger struck out swinging. And he actually were behind Ballinger 3-0. So a strikeout, a ground out. And now it's Ballou's turn with an 0-1 count. The pitch. In there, 0-2. I'll tell you what, you got to tip your cap here to Elijah Valdez. He has worked through a tough scenario here, and he's one strike away from taking the TCS Post Grad group into the dugout for the 10th inning. 0-2 pitch to Ballou. Line drive, right field, and there's your ball game. Jason Ballou with the walk-off single. And the Apaches will win this one by a score of 7-6. The Apaches win this one in walk-off fashion as they get the single to right field by Jason Ballou off of the reliever Elijah Valdez. Boy, Valdez came within a strike of pushing this game to the 10th. That'll be all as the final line score. The Apaches 7 runs on 9 hits. They commit 1 error. TCS 6 runs on 6 hits. They do not commit an error. And this game was scheduled for a 7-inning ball game. 3:45 is the final out made. Let's see, 1 o'clock. 2 hours and 45 minutes. We'll take about a 30-minute break and wrap this one up. Boy, offensively, the big inning for the TCS Post Grad group was in that 2nd inning, as the big hit in that inning was a 3-run double by Nick Ellington. They led it 4-0 after 2 innings. The Apaches scratched for 1 run in the 3rd. It was 4-1. Then it was 4-3 after 4. Apaches get 2 more in that inning. And in the 6th inning, the Apaches get a run on a Ballou double. So Ballou with 2 big RBIs in this one. He tied it in the 6th, and he won it in the 9th. And a double in the 6th inning to tie it. TCS came back with 2 runs in the 7th inning on a 2-run homer by Nick Ellington. But the Apaches countered with 2 more in the bottom of the 7th, and we went to extra innings. And the Apaches finally win it on an RBI single by Jason Ballou just a moment ago. So we'll take about 30 minutes and come back with game number 2. Apaches extend a short winning streak now to 2 games. They have won 2 in a row. Winning pitcher is going to be Michael Spinozzi. Boy, he vultured that one. And Spinozzi now, his record will go to 4-1 on the year. Losing pitcher will be Elijah Valdez. And so Valdez is the hard luck loser here in this one. The win will take the Apaches' record to 33-9 on the year. And that will wrap things up. So for the whole athletic department at Tyler Junior College, including Captain Chuck Smith, the athletic director, Assistant AD Miss Kelsey Weeks, Administrative Assistant Miss Sherry Hardwood, the whole crew back at WAG Gym. Appreciate the help up here with the press box crew. Mr. Ed Atkins, Mr. Noah Piles, Jacob Scott on the scoreboard and the stats. The Apaches win the opener by a score of 7-6 on a walk-off single by Jason Ballou. We'll be off the air for about 30 minutes. Check back in for game 2. Back in just a minute. Until then, this is Dr. John Gross signing off. So long, everybody.